Oh, Roy Orbison.
Oh,
And of
look at
course-
you.
Yes.
There we go.
Hey.
That's right.
They're so cool looking.
Officially our Men in Black.
Ah,
no
yeah,
rider.
Look at you guys.
No
we
rider.
didn't even know. We didn't even coordinate
Listen,
this.
Right there, Sully.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, tell me.
Let me tell you something. I have messed around with these glasses so much. Of course, I am wearing the View 6 glasses. Of course, Paul Travers will be with us in just a second. He is the CEO and president of View 6, NASDAQ symbol VUZI. There was a really interesting article that came out about Orion, which is a different company, and this impressive demo of AR glasses, and Mark Zuckerberg, and so on and so forth. And what's really interesting is you talk, and there's this big, huge swell of market need and want, and just totally validated the market.
Yeah.
Here's the bad news. In fact, I'll let Paul bring the bad news up.
Yeah.
Paul Travers, CEO. Paul, there is a big caveat here, isn't there, sir? With respect, and the reason I want to tease it like that is, Vuzix makes one of the most disruptive entrances into the AR space, and it fixes the problem of affordability and compatibility. How much are those Meta glasses that they're talking about, Paul?
You know, I really hate throwing.
Okay, I'll do it.
No, I don't mind actually. Look, I mean,
How about this? How much do they cost to make? How about that?
They cost $10,000 a pair to make, right?
No way. The Orions do?
Orion, $10,000 a pair.
Oh, I'll take two.
What?
You will retail for how much, sir?
That's right. The glasses that you have in your hands, Sully, they could be under 500. They could be $249.
This
frankly.
is, and the reason I'm bringing this up. Look, I love Apple products. Apple is a
Sure.
partner of a Big Biz show and this studio, but I love Vuzix more.
Gee, why?
Well, a couple of reasons. First of all, Paul has put in our hands, and I mean collectively our hands,
Right.
the ability here to have a teleprompter on a pair of glasses, to have a medical device on a pair of glasses, to interpret foreign language on a pair of glasses,
Right.
and he's bringing it to the masses. And I think, and I know that I'm doing broad strokes here, Paul. And I'm gonna let you take over here in a minute, but this is really significant in reading this article. And I saw this morning before you and I talked before the show, and it was, it's a fancy computer. That's great. Remember the first fancy calculator you got when you were in 5th grade? It was about $100, and now they cost about 19 cents. I'm going to let you take it away, Paul, because there is a significant difference. And what I want to point out, and I'm going to do everything I can because Paul's a friend of the program, that there is a better solution coming that has the same power, same compatibility, and more. Paul, take it away, sir.
In fairness to Meta here, this is a tour de force prototype that they built, and they have very unique optics that they built from the perspective they're built on silicon carbide materials for the lenses themselves. Super expensive. They don't yield well. I don't think Meta ever intended to bring this thing out as a product in the end. What they need, and even Mark says it is very difficult to make waveguides. The same things that they're trying to make out of silicon carbide, they will never go into production with that. To make a waveguide in volume is super hard, and Vuzix has developed all these processes, manufacturing facilities right here in Rochester, New York, and we can make a waveguide today every 6 seconds.
What is now, Paul? Just for folks that don't understand the jargon, what does a waveguide do, and what is it specifically to the glasses?
You guys have our glasses on right now, right? When you put them on, floating out in front of you, you see an image.
Yes, sir.
That's a function of language translation or closed captioning, or maybe a map with directions on how to get to where you're going. That image is able to get in front of your eyes through the use of a thing called a waveguide. The lens in the glasses, literally it injects this display into that lens, that waveguide, bounces the light, boom, pushes it out in front of you in the simplest terms. It's just super flat wavelengths of light, really hard thing to manufacture. Most people use silicon processing equipment to make waveguides. Vuzix has developed our own technology here. We have a beautiful Class 1000 clean room here dedicated to making these waveguides, and we can make them in super high volumes and at price points that can enable the market.
Paul, is there a meta helicopter circling your campus or your buildings and stuff like that? How, are you worried about someone stealing your technology, stealing your,
Oh, you think the black helicopter's outside because of the spies?
Well,
Yeah.
something like that, yeah.
Look, the reason why Quanta invested $20 million in Vuzix is because they're one of the largest ODM suppliers on the planet.
Okay.
For example, they manufacture the smartwatches, or have in the past, smartwatches for Apple, Chromebooks, NVIDIA AI servers. This company, Quanta, produces.
Yeah.
They are going to be one of the main suppliers of the world of smart glasses, but through vendors and customers like the Logitechs and the Ray-Bans and the, you name it, down the road. There'll be a lot of customers that buy because the ODM partner they're buying from is Quanta, who is sourcing the waveguides for their glasses from Vuzix. So we sit in the catbird seat. It's not just like we have one customer we're able to supply to through Quanta, and we have a few other ODMs that are working with Vuzix also. But the idea is we're sitting in a great spot.
Love
We
it.
have the ability to crank it up in volumes, and it's going to start and crank up to the business as big as a smartwatch, which is 300 million pairs of smartwatches a year that get sold today.
Paul Travers, the CEO and president of Vuzix, their NASDAQ symbol is VUZI.
Hey, Vuzix has OEM business. How much business is there? I mean, you just mentioned that, partners and such. I mean, this is a big piece of what you're talking about here. What are we thinking? Can we hazard a guess in terms of that sort of a market size?
I would recommend people listen to Mark Zuckerberg's latest presentation that he gave at where he unveiled the Orion glasses. As far as he's concerned, this is going to replace the phone. He gets run over by Apple and by Android because they control that entire operating system that runs on those phones. And he's convinced that the next phone is not going to be necessarily an Apple or a Google-based solution. It's going to be smart glasses. That's, what is that, 1.6 billion phones a year sold?
Yeah. I mean, so let me ask you this. Let me tell you what I think the big problem is with a lot of businesses, and unlike you, is that most businesses, when they hit a $10 million sales figure, and I'm talking seriously, that's not very much in sales, they run out of cash because now they got more business and they've got money to actually produce. You guys have girded your loins in terms of production. How big can you guys go, do you think, in terms of order placement? Because you're going to capture, a significant portion of that market, and then suddenly that cash treasure chest you guys have for the future here is going to start getting tapped. At that point, we hope that sales come in at the same time as we're tapping cash to create new product for all the orders potentially coming in?
I'm confident you'll see organic growth happen along the way here, Sully, but these partners need Vuzix to be successful that we have.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. I will guarantee you that as Quanta's business accelerates, they're going to do all they can to support Vuzix so that we can deliver to the quantities that they need.
Paul, we got to get you back in studio here. We need you for a whole hour. We told you last time. We got to get your butt here in San Diego.
Samples.
Hey, listen, winter's coming. You're going to want to come this way.
Right.
100%. I always love getting off the plane in the middle of winter on the West Coast. For sure.
Thanks, buddy.
Paul Travers, the CEO and president of Vuzix, VUZI, their NASDAQ symbol. Go to Vuzix, VUZIX.